This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. It's second round coverage of the Mountain Shootout. Our featured golfer has made it to the 13th hole. Let's pick up the action right there. Frank, looks as though players headed to the weekend.
Yeah, there's enough good golf too. I think the next two rounds could be quite interesting. I could easily see this player shooting a couple of mid-60s and really move up the leaderboard.
I love it. She just made a hole-in-one.
Join the LPGA. A hole-in-one.
On to the 14th hole now. It's a par 4, 442 yards. And what's the right way to attack here, Frank?
Two choices. Try and squeeze it down the right side, just short of those big bunkers on that right. Either that or carry the bunker complex on the left. A little awkward. Just smokes it.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, what are we looking at on this approach shot here at the 14th?
This 14th green just built up a little bit. Got to be careful you don't miss this green on the left side. It'll just kick all the way down, and it'll be a difficult little chip up the hill. But once again, second shot's not too long.
What a display of shot making this has been, Frank.
Oh, that incredible approach shot there. The easiest of birdies coming up.
Lunge this one home, finish it up. Once considered the best player at the college level, our featured golfer makes birdie, sitting comfortably inside the cut line. Well, now the par 4s begin to stretch out a little bit. The 15th here, Frank, is 475 yards.
Certainly want to put your big shoes on here. Nice big slinging draw off the tee might help. Go a little further. Does go downhill considerably, so you get a little bit more run out of the tee shot if you did that.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
In the hole. What a shot. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4, is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunker, you should easily be able to carry that, and, well, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly hit.
Now to the second shot here at the 16th, and Frank, what's ahead?
Minimally uphill, but it actually plays uphill. The reason why is because all that front section of the green rolls back towards the player. You've got to carry the ball all the way to the flag.
Frank, that is huge. In the lead now after the eagle. Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. It will set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. Really a chance to have a fast finish.
Ideal position, sitting up perfectly. Second shot, good look at the green. That's well played. Places it about 10 feet out for birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here. Well, that's a bit disappointing.
I guarantee you, though, she thought she had that one.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5, drive it an iron. Ball just took off the face.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Frank, this is a shot any player would love to have. Trying to finish off a round, par 5 18th. What are we looking at?
Well, half the job's done with that tee shot, which was just tremendous, Rich. Now, really is a big opportunity. If you can just sort of flush that second shot, this is a big green. A good chance coming up ahead here for eagle, at least a birdie. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Locked in on the read and the speed. Yes, that's an eagle. There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.
This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today it's live third round coverage of the Mountain Shootout. We're ready to go. Off to the first hole. Starting to round the turn now. 72 holes, it's a lot of golf. Third round about to get underway.
Yeah, played well through the first 2 days.
Hole Hold on here a second. She is winding up for a big one. She wants to smash this as far as she can hit it. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living. Rich, these winds haven't subsided at all today. It's certainly a tough test out there right now for these players.
They get your attention, don't they, as a player?
They have club selection right now, vital.
You put the ball back in your stance just a little bit?
If you're going to hit it down.
On the green, and a chance for birdie here on the first hole. Settles in over the putt. Frank, we have said it over and over. Another birdie. On to the second hole, 171 yards, tricky little par 3. Frank, this is a golf course where if you were caddying for a player, you might remind them to stop and
smell the roses.
And smell the roses, take it all in, right? I mean, it's that kind of a golf course.
Yeah, we play a lot of sterile venues now, I think is the best way to put it, 7,500 yards plus, and we don't get to smell the roses. So you come up here, it's a long trip. You know, it takes you a while to get here, that's for sure. Flying to Calgary, drive up here. It's known as a scenic area with the ice fields, but you get to sort of embrace nature and realize it's an outdoor game, and that's one of the benefits of it.
Not a real hard game, is it? Birdie to open. So par 4 to open, then a par 3, and now Frank here at the third, a par 5 at 528 yards.
And you get to see everything very early on in the round. Dogleg left first hole, par 3 second, and now a long dogleg right, par 5. With a good tee shot, though, you can definitely reach this hole in 2.
Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Frank, chance to go for the green in 2 here at the third?
There is, but you can also use the terrain, which will kick the ball towards the left. So if you haven't hit the best of tee shots, still land that ball to the right and let it feed on.
This is a good-looking shot. Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. So, Frank, what do you think of the start so far?
Rock solid. I'm very impressed.
Frank, when you play Banff, you get some of these wow moments where you stand on the tee and you say, ooh, look at
this is one. Yeah, this is one of them, Rich. Yeah, the elevation change from tee to green is quite dramatic. Consequently, you're going to have to club down a little, at least 2 clubs shorter than what that yardage says on the card.
almost in. So they'll tap in. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Well, again, Frank, we get that good mix of holes here. We've had a couple of par threes, a short par five, and that opening par four. Now at the fifth hole, 424-yard par four.
The first bunker on the right, not really in play for the good players. Just be a little cognizant of that one on the left side, depending on what club you want to hit off the tee. Ideally, that line is the third bunker, the one in the distance. It's a good line off the tee here.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
In the cup. What a shot. Can't get much better than that. Frank, as we arrive here at the par 4 sixth hole, reasonably short at 373 yards, a lot of golfers arrive at a hole like this and they'll think, well, I'm just going to blast it away because it's such a short four. You think these kinds of holes require a little more thinking?
They certainly do, Rich. If you can't drive it to the front edge of the green, there's no point really trying to hit it through that narrow neck. You can just sort of knock a 3-wood down there, or something that's going to give you a decent yardage where you can at least spin that second shot. If you can guarantee that ball's going to stop when it lands, it's going to be much easier than trying to fashion some sort of pitch and run.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
You'll love them, the birdies, and that's another one. Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
This is EA Sports, PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today it's live final round coverage of the Mountain Shootout. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That one was running so hot. ends up in the first cut, and he'll have a pretty good look at the whole location from here. It's in the hole. Just a sensational shot right there. Frank, this par 4 14th hole at about 440 yards will test you all the way up to that green, won't it?
Yeah, it certainly will. It just looks like you should bash it over those bunkers down the left side, but the green pitches from left to right. So the best action is actually down the right side, coming in from that right line. So don't be fooled here.
She's ended up on the fairway with such a good lie. So many more options available now. Professional with a capital P right there.
That's stealing.
Back here at the par 4 14th, and we are ready to tee off. 442-yard hole, Frank.
It's called a wampum. My Canadian's not that good, so I don't know what that means, but the way I decipher it, another little dogleg to the right with bunkers all over the place. It's sort of in the place where you'd like to hit the tee shot is exactly where that crop of, what is that, 5 bunkers down the left side. So you're going to have to somehow squeeze it just right of that. Very awkward tee shot.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Chance to get it close here. Really some strong winds out there today, and we can already see the effects on some of these shots. Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Count that. That's a birdie. Frank, the 16th hole, 414 yards, par 4 is nicknamed GOAT. Would that be greatest of all time, or is it just because the possibility you could see old Billy out there here in the Canadian Rockies?
I'd like to think it's the greatest of all time. I've never seen a GOAT hit a draw, that's why, and that's what's needed off this tee once again. The first bunkie should easily be able to carry that, and, if you're the greatest of all time, this is a fairway, you'll certainly have.
Frank, club selection so important on this second shot here at the 16th.
Yeah, any time that the elements don't work in your favor, and by that I mean here the false front, everything rolling back, then you've got to actually be more aggressive, and you're going to get the reward. So it's not like playing reckless golf, it's just the terrain dictates that you fly the ball every inch of the way.
Good looking shot right here. Bogey try up next. Continues to roll it very well all day long. Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. And it'll set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. And really a chance to have a fast finish. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, as we get set for this second shot here at 17, did you like the aggressive play off the tee?
Well, fortunately, you've got a second shot here, but, now you've got to fashion some sort of bump and run, but it's a bit dicey trying to hit it all the way up there off the tee.
Safely aboard. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Frank, I thought that was in. That may have been a bit too much to ask for there. That distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
That is a solid par putt. Well, Frank, this sets up for an exciting finish here at Banff Springs, a 578-yard par 5.
There's just about a bunker in play for every length of tee shot here, so know exactly which one you can carry and exactly which one you can't reach.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent start off the tee. That's a great way to begin this hole. Frank, this is a shot any player would love to have. Trying to finish off a round, par 5 18th. What are we looking at?
Well, half the job's done with that tee shot, which was just tremendous, Rich. Now, really is a big opportunity. If you can just sort of flush that second shot, this is a big green. A good chance coming up ahead here for eagle, at least a birdie.
Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
That is just an outstanding shot right there. And now a chance for an eagle. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Can't make them all. That one gets away. So a tester from 4 feet. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par.
Just dwindling the holes down. Pars are fine right now.
What a great tournament finish. This one is in the books, and look who finished on top of the leaderboard.
Rich, this has to go down as a classic. Our champion was simply on fire. And I'm looking forward now to see how next week pans out.